All right. Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year. Good to be back. Just make sure, take a moment to make sure that you have everything with you, your props, couple of blocks. Always good to have those nearby. Fold a towel to bring a little lift to your feet. Blocks are good for that too, or just on your sit bones there. And whenever you are ready, just come to your chair, sit down, relax the sit bones down, shoulders, give them a couple of rolls back. Open the heart towards the front of the room. Feel the head between the shoulders and start to relax your eyes. Soften your gaze or close your eyes completely. And just taking a moment to just feel your breath. Always good to take some time. How often can you say that you can sit there and just take that time to breathe? So this is your time right now, your practice. And we're going to take that 30 seconds to just breathe. Slow everything down. Whatever kind of morning you've already had, just take that big breath in, filling up the lungs, and then empty it out. Nice and slow. Just feeling that movement of your breath. And do a couple more just like that. Your breath in, your breath out. Inhaling in through the nose. And then your choice, exhale out back through the nose or sigh out through the mouth. Good. Let's take one more. Your breath in. A full breath out. Feel that release. Empty out your lungs. And let's move into a little breathing exercise together as a group, moving into a breath together. And let's sync up our breath first. Take an inhale all together as a group, as much as we can online here. And we're going to fill up the lungs to the very top. And then open up the lips. Sigh it all out. Let it go. Feel your body deflate. Feel everything get a little heavier towards the sit bones, towards your feet, the lower part of the body. And let's start with an inhale to the count of 4. Share breath together. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to do that 2 more times. When you're ready, inhale, 1, 2, 3, fill up, expand, 4, exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. We're going to try that one more time. Stretch it out to 5 counts. When you are ready, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, right to the top, 5. Exhale, 5, nice and slow, 4, 3, with control, 2, and 1. Relax, shoulders roll back. Come back to that natural rhythm in your breath, in through the nose. Exhale. And just noticing how your body feels after even just breathing in that seated position with that expansion in the front body. Let's move through a few sun salutations before we get started into the practice there. Just a movement into your body there. When you're ready, at your own pace, your breath in, you're going to take a big breath in. And you're going to bring your arms all the way up towards the sky. Maybe the palms pressed, maybe a gaze up. Exhale, we're going to dive forward over legs. Right away, finding that nice forward fold over your legs. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen the spine, looking forward to the ground in front of you. Exhale, fold right back down over your legs, press into your feet. Tuck the chin and rise all the way back up to a seated position. Take your arms, stretch them all the way back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale, relax. Good. We're going to do 2 more just like that. So always at your pace, no rushing at all. There's no need for it. Inhale, take your arms up, stretch up. Exhale, dive forward, a little forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold right back down. Press into your feet, tuck the chin and rise all the way back up to seated. Take the arms up, stretch. Exhale, bring the hands back to heart center. Breathe in through the nose, nice long spine. Exhale, relax, arms back alongside you. Give the shoulders a little roll back. Open the heart forward. One more time. Inhale. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, fold right back down. Press into your feet, tuck the chin and rise all the way up. Take the arms right back up on that next inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale, relax. Arms back alongside you. Relax them. Shoulders open back. Sitting up nice and tall. Right onto both sit bones. Feel the length in your spine. Lift out of the hips. Start to draw your belly button in towards the spine. And let's move into our shoulders here. Take the shoulders all the way up. And then exhale, roll them down. Let them slide all the way to your low back. Inhale, lift the shoulders all the way to the earlobes. Exhale, roll them down. Take your time. Don't ever need to be in sync with me or the people on the screen there. Just taking the time to move your shoulders, roll them back. And just remembering that this is your practice this morning, moving it always at your pace with your breath. Resting whenever you need, taking that break. And coming back in to join us when you are ready. And just enjoying your practice today. Yeah, a couple more. Noticing how your shoulders are feeling this morning. Beautiful. Let's do the opposite way. We're going to take the shoulders all the way back up towards the earlobes. Now, this time, roll them forward, a little hunch forward, maybe even a little drop of the head. Inhale back up. Exhale to roll them forward all the way to the belly button as it goes down. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breath out. Nice work. Keep going. Open that space into the back part of the body. Breathe. And through the nose. Exhale all the way out. Good. Now let's start to bring the shoulders right back up. Roll them back. Open the heart forward. Beautiful. And let's bring it right into some arms now. A little movement into the arms. Take your arms all the way up as high as it goes for you. Just listen to your body. It'll tell you where to go. And then we're going to pull our arms back down. Good. Maybe making a fist. No death grip. So nice and soft there. Take your arms back up on your inhale. Stretch into the sides of your body. Exhale, pull your arms down. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Find that little bit of energy as you pull it down. Inhale to rise. Exhale, pull it down. Feel that bend into the elbows there. Shoulders come back down. Breathe in. Breath out. And through the nose. Exhale. Keep going. Continue this movement with your breath. Taking that nice length into the spine, feeling that stretch. Breathe. Try a few more times here. Great job, everybody. Know that you can rest at any time. Now we're going to take one more round here. Take it down, arms down. Take a break if you need to. We're going to continue the movement, but this time we're going to take the arms out, side to side, extend them out from left to the right, and then pull it back in. So same as before, but with the arms at the side. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Nice work. Keep going. Feel that stretch from side to side. Feel that belly button in towards the spine. So you're finding a little bit of engagement in your abdomen. Sitting up a little taller. Feeling that space into the low back. Good. Couple more times here. Breathe. Exhale. Nice job. Last one maybe for you over here. And then bring your arms back in towards you. Relax your arms down. Give your shoulders a little shrug. Up and down. Give them a little roll. Give your hands and fingers a little wiggle and shake. And we're going to keep going with the arms just for one more exercise here. And make sure that you are taking the breaks if you need them. We're going to take our arms all the way, extend them forward to the front of the room. And then we're going to sweep them back behind us. Good. Watch the arms of the chairs. Watch the arms of your chair if you have them there. Inhale to sweep them back forward. Fingertips to the front of the room. Exhale, sweep it back. Good. Maybe starting to feel a little tilt of the body forward. Inhale to rise. You might take the arms up a little higher. Exhale, sweep it back a little farther. Finding your depth into this sequence here. Exhale. Breathe in. Breath out. Feel your feet press towards the ground. Feel the engagement into your core. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breath out. Great job, everybody. A few more times here. Little movement into the shoulders, into the arms. Fire up the fingertips. Keep the fingers active as well, firing up to the front and then to the back. Great job, everybody. Let's take our arms right back to the front of the room. Fingertips fired up, extend it forward. Now keep that left arm where it is. Right arm goes back behind you. Swing it back. So you have one arm in front, one arm behind you. Feel that little bit of resistance between the two sides there. Good. Now we're going to swing it the opposite way. Right arm forward, left arm back. Great job. A little gentle bend to the elbows. Doesn't have to be bone straight there. Inhale. Switch sides. Exhale. Back to the other side. Nice. Breathe. Swing the arms forward and back. Slow the movement down. You never have to go super quick here. Keep that spine nice and long. Maybe starting to find a little bit of a twist as you gaze over to that open space in the twist there. Breathe. Feel your breath. Connect back with your breath. In through the nose. Exhale. Good. Two more times here. And start to come all the way back to center. Good. Release your arms. Give your shoulders a little shrug, a little roll. fingers, hands, a little bit of a roll or shake as well. Now let's come back to the neck and the head here. We're going to tuck our chin in towards our chest. Let your head go. It's a little heavier. Open that space into the back side of the neck. Feel the shoulders roll forward a bit, opening up the space into the upper part of the spine. Good. And we're going to take a little circling around the neck, feeling the muscles all around, seeing how they are doing right now. And start to roll. Just taking whichever side you would like to begin with. Good. You might not even move into a full circle just yet. You might notice that you are feeling a little stiff around the neck there. Take it more of a semicircle to begin with. And as you go, maybe allowing yourself to come into a little bit more movement. So always be mindful, especially around the neck. Good. Switch directions when you are ready. Make sure to even things out and noticing how this side feels. I know we've already circled a few times on that one side, but it's always a little difference in the left and the right side. All right, breathe in. Breath out. Let's take one more in through the nose. Exhale. Good. Start to come back to center. Bring your head right back between the shoulders. Give your shoulders a little roll back always, just to open that front body in the chest, the heart to the front of the room. And let's tilt again our chin towards our chest. I'm just going to bring a little tilt of the head forward and back. So as you tilt the chin down, relax. Take an inhale, rise back up and tilt the head back. Good. Just maintain a little control so that we don't snap it all the way back. And then come all the way back to chin in towards the chest. Take it all the way back up. Nice and slow. Your pace. Few times here. Breathe. Super awesome, guys. Let's come back to center when you're done, never rushing through the transitions in our movement here. And we're going to move right into some cat and cow, hands on top of your legs there. And we're going to continue that movement in our neck because that's how cat cow is. And we've already warmed up the muscles in the neck. So it's going to give you a little bit more freedom to go a little deeper if the space is there. So let's start off with our cow pose now. We're going to take our hands and start to slide them a little closer towards our body. Belly button starts to point forward, drawing that energy to the front of the room. Shoulders back, open that chest up. Heart lifts, and then taking that gaze up just a little bit. Good. Feel that swoop into the low back. Gentle back bend. Exhale, tuck the belly button back in, round the spine, shoulders move forward. Relax the head down, chin tucks. Good. So that same movement we just did. Inhale to lift back up, right back into your cow pose. Open the front body. Feel that swoop into the low back. Good. So we're curving that low back there. Nice. Exhale, round the spine now. Push the low back to the back side of the room as you relax the head down. Feel the shoulder blades push back. Inhale to rise back up. So visualizing that movement that you're taking in your spine, in your cow and your cat pose here. Allowing that movement to go from the tailbone up along the spine to the neck and then the head, and then right back down, vice versa. Let's move through a few more of your cat and your cow pose. Breathe in. Breath out. Good. Two more. So really let your breath guide you through your movement. So you might be going a little quicker than I am, or you might be going a little slower. It doesn't matter as long as you're moving with your breath. Awesome job, everyone. Let's come back to center. Finish it off. Shoulders back over the hips. Beautiful. Head back between the shoulders. Let's take a little twist here. After that movement to spine, let's do a little twist into the spine. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to turn and twist over to left. Start off on the left there. Hands might stay on the top of the left leg. They might start to move to the side of the leg, side of the glute there, maybe even to the side of your chair or arm of the chair. You might even start to move your left arm to the back part of the chair. Good. So finding that twist, keeping the feet grounded, hips forward to the front of the room, and we're just twisting in the spine. And you're only moving as much as your body will allow you. So only twist if you can maintain this long spine from the tailbone to the crown of the head. If you start to twist and you find this hunch in the body, you start to round, then you've gone too far. Come back, scale it back, bring it back to a place where you can keep and maintain that long spine. Feel that engagement in your abdomen. Take one more breath here. Exhale. Release. Slowly unwind the body, and automatically we're going to want to go to the other side to even things out. Twist over to the right. Hands down on top of the legs. So always start off nice and small, like moving very small range of movement first, and then starting to go a little further, finding that depth as you take that exhale out. And again, thinking to yourself, tailbone to the crown of the head, nice and long, feeling tall, maybe finding another exhale to twist if there's space, or staying in that space here that feels good. You know you have that length in the spine. You feel that twist in the body, and the body has already said, okay, this is as far as I'll go. And we just keep breathing. Take one more breath here. Slow breath out. Gently start to unwind the body. Come all the way back to center. We're going to try again one more time on each side. Take that gentle twist over to the left. Start off small, making your way over a little bit more as you take that breath out. Staying here, I'm going to give you a little variation here. Staying here, or starting to pick up that left leg, cross it over, thigh over thigh. If that works for you, again, just throwing out options and just taking the one that works for you. Breathe. Long, tall spine, that nice lift in the crown of the head. So even thinking of someone pulling a piece of your hair right at the top and stretching it all the way to the ceiling. Nice work. Let's unwind. Take that left leg off if you had it up, and let's start to twist over to the right. Same thing here. Start off small. Bit by bit, maybe starting to find a little more space to twist. Maybe you stay, you keep that breath flowing, allowing that breath to weave through the twist you've created in your upper body. Maybe picking up that right leg, crossing it over, pressing into that left foot, ground down, lift, twist. One more breath here. And slowly unwind, come all the way back to center, relax that right foot back down. Good, and just take a second, grab for your hands or the forearms and just do a little twist side to side, very gently. Just kind of relaxing anything that might have crept up from that full expression, your full expression of the twist there. Beautiful job, everybody. Let's bring it back to center. Take your arms all the way up. Sweep them up nice and high. Beautiful. Right back into the arms. Exhale down. Stretch into the sides of the body. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. You might even take a gaze up towards the sky. Feel your rhythm in your breath. Feel a stretch in the arms, the sides of the body as you reach up nice and tall. Breathe. Yeah, let's do it one more time. And then keep the arms all the way up towards the sky. Good. We're going to swing them over to the right. Good. Swing them over to the left. Good. And they don't have to drop that far either. We're just going to find that little swing motion from left to right. Breathe. Good. Starting to slowly find that nice stretch and space into the sides of the body. Beautiful. All right, one more time. And then let's all meet over to the right side. So take that right arm over and then left arm up and over. Good. Grab for the side of the chair. Place that right hand onto the right leg and just find that stretch, that side bend. Open that left shoulder back a little bit more. Reach the fingertips to the right side of the room. Maybe a gaze up towards the ceiling. You might even take that right hand and place it onto your left leg or to the outside of the left leg and feeling this little resistance, opposition between the two sides as you stretch. Breathe in. Exhale. Gently relax and let's swing the arms over to the other side. So take those arms up and take it over to the left. Same thing here. Let that left hand relax on the chair or on the top of your leg as you bring that right arm up and over. Good. Maybe walking the left fingertips over to the left leg, outside of the left leg, whichever works for you. We tend to be a little asymmetrical in our bodies. So sometimes if one side feels a little more flexible, other might not, or vice versa. And it all just depends. So make sure that we're listening, make sure that you're listening to your body and it's accommodating with the side that you're working on. Take one more breath in. And exhale, come all the way back to center. Nice work. Relax your arms, shoulders back. Take a breath in. Full breath out. And I feel like I've worked our spine pretty nicely here. Notice how you are feeling. Hopefully you are feeling really good here. Let's take a little break from the upper body for a second. Let's take a nice forward fold over our legs. Take your arms all the way up. Sweep them up nice and high. Exhale. Hinge and fold over your legs. Relax your arms, maybe on top of your thighs, maybe relaxing your arms all the way down towards the ground. Fingertips to the ground, to your ankles. Blocks, if you have them, right on top of the blocks there. You might even heel toe your feet out a little wider, allowing space for you to fold, allowing the belly to soften right between the thigh bones there. Good. Stay here. Take a couple of breaths. Open that space into the back body, especially the low back. Feel that hinge in your hips. Then start to let go. Get a little heavier in your head. Soften behind the neck. Maybe a little nod, a shake in your head to relax the neck a little bit. Shoulders might start to roll down a bit. Breathe in. And breath out. And start to press into your feet. Rise all the way back up. Beautiful. Shoulders back over the hips. Head back between the shoulders. Give your shoulders a little roll back as well. And let's start to get into our arms here. We're going to take our arms right back out. One more exercise before we relax the arms. Take the arms out, extend them forward, fingertips to the front of the room, and we're just going to gently tap in front of us. Just gentle taps right in front. Breathe. So you might start to feel it more in the hands first as you're tapping, maybe a little bit more as we get into the forearms. So we'll start to feel it into the forearms. The upper part of the arms might start to feel it as well, and then right into the shoulders. Keep your breath moving. Breathe in. Breath out. Nice and slow. Gentle taps right in front. Long into the spine. Sit up nice and tall. Relax your elbows a little bit here. Soften them so that your shoulders can relax as well.
Shoulder.
Couple more breaths here. Good job. Beautiful. And then relax. Good job. Shoulders, let them go. Roll them out. We're going to come back to that same movement, but we're going to relax a little bit and take it into a different sequence with the palm taps, I should say. So take your arms right back out. We've done the palm taps. We're just going to link it with another movement. We're going to tap, tap. So 2 taps. And then we're going to pull it back. Bend into the elbow, shoulders draw back. Come back forward. Tap, tap, elbows back. Pull it back. Good. Tap, tap, draw it back. Nice. Tap, tap, draw it back. Breathe in. Good. Open those shoulders back. Find that energy in your pull back. Breathe. In through the nose. Exhale. Find extension in the arms. Give a little tap and pull back with those elbows, with the shoulders opening back. Good. You got a few more rounds here. You've got this. Beautiful work, everyone. Breathe in. Breath out last time. Awesome work. And then start to come all the way back to center. Release. Bring some movement that feels good in your body. And just roll the shoulders back. Let it go. Open the heart forward. And let's get into our hips here. Hip circles. Hands onto the hips. Scooch the bum forward a little bit there to the front of your seat so you have a little room behind your chair there. Hands can also come in front of you. Belly button in gently towards the spine. Engage your belly as you start to lean forward just a bit. As we tilt forward, start to relax it over to either side. Bring a little circling into the hips. Let your shoulders relax. We've been sitting here for a bit. Just allow your hips to find that fluid movement. Bring a little bit of fluid as well into your hips again. You might even feel a little bit into your legs. And just allow your upper body to relax. We've done a lot of work into the upper body now. And just let that part of your body let go. Soften. Feel that space into the back body as you release forward. Good. Let's move to the other direction. Breathe in. Breath out. And one more inhale. Exhale, come all the way back to center. We're going to continue this movement standing. If you're okay with it, you can always stay on your chair as well. Everything we can do seated or standing. But we're going to get on our feet there just to bring a little blood flow movement into our legs. So let's continue just like so back into our hip movements. Hands can come onto the chair. You can bring them onto the hips. Make sure the space between your feet feel good for you. Start to bring a gentle bend to the knees, and we're going to continue the hip circles right here. Good. So a few times on each side. And the reason why we're doing the second round is just noticing the difference when you do hip circles seated and when you do your hip circles standing up. So a little bit more movement or a little bit more feeling and awareness to the pelvis. You're gonna feel your pelvis tilt forward and back as you bring your hips all around. So great movement for your pelvis, allowing a little more strengthening around the pelvic bowl. You get to do it seated and standing, this movement. Good, switch directions. Keep the knees nice and soft, allowing them to just relax. Belly softens. And one more breath here. Full breath out. Great job. Let's come all the way back to center, hips back to neutral, and let's get right into our legs now. Let's get the legs moving. Hands on the chair for a little support. You can always place one hand on the chair, one hand on the hip, or both hands on the hips, completely up to you. Let's start to bring a little lift in our foot, on our feet there. As we lift the knees up, bend into them. Just a little walking movement here. Nice and slow. Maybe bring it up a little further towards you. I'm just noticing how your legs are feeling this morning. Maybe even a little flexion of your toes towards your shin. You start to feel the muscles in your shin bone, your quadriceps, hip flexors. Breathe. Great job. Now we're going to start to find a little balancing. We're already balancing as is from just picking up one foot and then the other, but we're going to hold a little bit more there. We're going to start to bring the right knee up, pressing into that left foot. Draw the knee up towards in a place that feels good for you, that you are comfortable with. Flex the toes, stand up nice and tall. Feel that lift out of the hips, lengthen to the spine. Hands can both be on the chair. You can have it just like how I have it here. One hand on the chair, one hand on the hip. You can even have both hands on the hips just to see how your balance is today. Good, breathe. Strong into the core. Belly button in towards the spine, gently drawing in towards the spine. Take one more breath here. Great job, everybody. Exhale, stay for that breath out, and slowly bring that right foot back down towards the mat or towards the ground there, and just walk it out. Good. Let's try the other side now. So pressing into your right foot, lift the left foot off the ground. Maybe even just a hover, maybe allowing the knee to come up a little higher if you're okay with it. Hips are neutral, centered. Breathe. Flex the toes towards you. Keep your core strong here. Nice lift out of the hips. Lengthen to the spine. Relax your shoulders. Breathe. Find your balance. You have the support of your chair, and with that support, it's a great prop to have too. Always good to work on our balance, because every day we're going to be balancing. Whether you have to walk over something, you have to pick up something, bend over to grab something, we're balancing. On our tippy toes to grab something high up on a shelf. So it's nice to work on that functional core movement and making sure that our core is strong to keep us up. And then when you're ready, bring that left foot back down towards the ground, walk it out. Breathe. Nice job, everybody. And then let's do that one more time on each side. So we're gonna press into that left foot, lift the right foot up, hover it. You might bring it up a little higher this time around, your second time around. Just take a few breaths here. And again, you can always drop it whenever you're ready. Breathe in nice and long. Exhale. Tall in the spine. Good. Place that right foot back down onto the ground. Other side. Press into that right foot. Shift the weight over to the right. Left foot lifts. Maybe a little higher if you like this time around. In through the nose. Exhale. Take one more breath in. You're doing awesome. Exhale. Slowly relax. Left foot back down. Walk it out. Walk your feet out. Step into it. Bend into the knees a little bit there. Pitter patter your feet. And let's continue that knee movement there. Just walk it out. And then we're going to just link another movement to this. So just walk with the hands on the chair, hands onto the hips, completely up to you. And then we're going to start to find a swing in the legs out. So with the knee bent. So with that right knee, we're going to bend up at the knee, swing the leg out. Bring it back in. Left leg swings out. Bring it back in. Bend into the knee, swing it out. Back in. Lift the knee, swing it out. And just take turns with both sides. Doesn't have to swing very high up. Just bring that movement back into the hip. Along with a little movement in the knee. Slow down the movement. Feel the stretch and all the muscles we're utilizing to bring this movement into our body. In through the nose. Know that you can always take a break. A couple more times on each side. Very good, everybody. Last round here. Awesome work. And then take it right back to center when you're done. Feet back down onto the ground. We're going to take the knees out of the next movement. Let's do a little stretch of the legs and get right into the hamstring muscles and the calf muscles. Hands onto the chair, hands where on your hips if you like. Take the leg back. Stretch it back. Good. And then other side. Good. So no bends in the knees, or at least not. They can be a little soft, but not a big bend. But just stretch it out. Kick that heel back, maybe even a little flexion of the toes towards you, just so that you can get into that ankle. A little bit into the glutes. Wake up the glutes there a bit. Inhale. Exhale. Great job. Breathe in. Breath out. Good. One more time here. That feels good for you. And then start to bring your feet back down. Let's take a nice fold over the chair and relax the legs. Walk your feet back behind you. Take it a little wider today if you like. Hip distance, maybe even wider than that if there's space for you today. Hands back onto the chair. Make sure there's enough room for you to hinge. Draw the sit bones back. Belly button still active here as you fold. Maybe slide into forearms, gentle bends of the knees. For some of you, you might even take it all the way to the floor there. Grab a block, place it under your hands if you need that little lift from the floor, up to you. You can even turn the chair around to the seated part, just so that you have even more support if you like to go a little deeper too. If you don't have blocks, that is. Good. Few breaths here. Notice how you feel. Relax your head. Soften behind the neck, gentle bend to the knees. You might even pulse from one knee to the other, a little side lunge. And just take in any of the sensations that you may be feeling here. One more breath. A full breath out. Beautiful. Now, if your hands are all the way down, bring them back onto the chair at the top of the chair there. And let's bring our left hand, keep it onto the chair, and let's bring our right hand either on the hip or to the low back. Good. Twist. Open up that space into the right side of the body. And I'm twisting pretty intense here. If this is too much to open up all the way, keep it neutral. Keep the gaze forward. Maybe just opening the right shoulder up just a smidge. Maybe the right side of the chest or the rib cage. So it can be to where it feels the best for you. Always. Good. Now let's release. Other side. Right hand stays. Left hand on your hip or onto the low back. And then finding that space to twist wherever that might be for you. Breathe in. And breath out. And start to come all the way back to center. Hands back onto the chair. Walk your feet back in and then walk it back behind the chair. Stand up nice and tall, shoulders back over the hips. And roll the shoulders back, open the heart forward. Let's get right to the feet now. And stretch out the tops of your feet. Take your heels up high as you press into all 10 toes. Yeah, that's gonna feel really nice. Here, stay for an extra breath if you like. Bring the heels back down when you're ready. Inhale to rise. Exhale to fall. Breathe in. Breath out. Get into the ankles, the calf muscle. Feel the toes press down from the big toe all the way down to the pinky toe, the ball of the foot. Breathe in through the nose. Keep that breath flowing. Exhale. Good. Now, if you like to bring in some toe lifts too, alongside the heel lift, start to press down into your toes. Just press down into your heels, lift the toes up, shift the weight over to the back side of the feet, and then shift it back to the front, lift the heels up, and then back to lifting the toes up. Good. Engage your core here. We're again balancing. Breathe in. So it's back to that functional movement in our body, that balancing that we need. It's good to practice on. We may not use the toe lifts as much, but the heel lifts, just to grab something from that top shelf or cupboard, I'm sure we use at least daily in our lives. It's good to find that balance, to practice the balance, strengthen our core muscles. Good. Let's try one more time here. Great job. And then start to bring your feet back down onto the ground. So flat down onto the ground. We're going to do something with that same lift in the heels as well. We're going to pick up the right heel, press the left heel down. I hope you can see this here. So just pressing into that left foot. Right heel lifts, press into the right toes. Now shift it over to the left foot. Press the right heel down, lift the left heel up. Good. So we're just shifting the weight from one side of the body to the other. Right heel lifts up, left foot plants down. Try the other side. Switch. And switch. Feel that bend into the knee. Feel a drop in the hip. And see if you can smoothly transition from one side of the body to the other, shifting the weight from one foot to the other with your breath. You can even exaggerate the movement a little bit here. Get right into the glutes as well. Breathe in. And breath out. One more round. Nice job. And then come all the way back to center both feet onto the ground. Let's take one more stretch on our feet here, in our legs, and then we'll come back to seated. Press into your left foot, step the right foot back behind you, pyramid pose. Turn your right toes out. So the feet are about 2 feet apart. Show hips forward. Your front body's facing the front of the room or towards the chair. Hips start to draw back. Sit bones draw back, hands onto the chair, maybe sliding to forearms. And let's get that stretch in. Legs are nice and straight, maybe just a little bit of fluid behind the knees, but not a lunge. So straighten the legs, get right into the hamstring muscle on the left side there. So start to press into that left heel, draw the left hip back and see if you feel that right behind the left hamstring. So right here, which I hope you can see, so I should maybe move this side. So in a pyramid pose, you want to feel this part of the muscle stretching. So press down into that left heel, draw that left hip back, and then you're going to feel that right hip come forward. Belly button in. You can always do this without a chair too, and you can just have your hands on the hips, nice and long spine. You might even come down a little further to fingertips, blocks under the hands. Breathe. And take one more breath here. Exhale, press into your feet. Rise all the way back up. Nice work. And let's bend into that left knee a bit there. Ground that left foot down and then step it back. Top of the chair there, right behind the chair, standing up nice and tall. And let's try the other side now. Pressing into that right foot, step the left foot back, turn the toes out just slightly, making sure that your feet are about hip distance apart. Hips back forward, and we're going to hinge, draw the hips back. Hands onto the chair, arms might come down, you decide, grab for the blocks if you have them. Press into that right heel, right hip draws back, and just noticing what you feel right here in the back side of your right leg. You don't even have to go down that far or fold down that far. So active legs, active core. Take one more breath here. And slow breath all the way out. Good. Bring your hands back onto the chair for a little support or on your hips. Rise back up. Pressing into that right foot, a little gentle bend to the right knee. Step it back to the front. Center yourself, shoulders back. Breathe in. Exhale all the way out. Let's come down to our chair for a little cool down and we'll seal up our practice. So coming back onto your chair, sitting up nice and tall once again. Let's move into our hands, fingers, wrists, forearms. We're going to turn our palms up towards the sky. Beautiful. And then forearms are out, a little extension of the arms out, but not too much there. Relax the shoulders. And we're just going to turn the palms down. Good, turn them back up. Turn the palms down. Stretch out the fingers, feel the space between the fingers and thumbs, and just keep turning the palms down and up. Good. Now, finding your range of movement, you might start to feel your hands go face the backs of the hands facing each other. Maybe the thumbs come down. be mindful. Take this movement to where it feels the best for you, nice and slow, finding a little more depth as you go if it feels okay. Getting into the elbows here. Still active into the fingers. Nice work. Breathe in. And breath out. Good. One more. Full breath out. Great job. Release. Shake it out. Wiggle the fingers. Stretch the fingers out. Close them up. Stretch the fingers. Close them up into a fist. Squeeze. Breathe in. Breath out. One more time. Good. And then let's take a little roll or circle into the wrist with your hands open or closed, up to you. And then the other side, other direction. Good. Give your wrist a little tilt forward and back. And then relax. Wiggle them out once again. And let's move into one sun salutation to seal off our practice and get right back into our breath. When you're ready, take your time. Take your arms all the way up to the sky. Stretch the body. Exhale. Dive forward over your legs. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold all the way back down. Press into your feet. Tuck the chin and rise all the way back up. Stretch the arms up nice and high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale, relax. Shoulders back, sitting back up nice and tall, right onto your sit bones. Feet flat down towards the ground. Open, lift the heart to the front of the room. Close your eyes or a gentle gaze to the tip of your nose as we get right back into our breath. Just feel the movement of your breath. Breathe in. And breath out. Slow everything down. Feel everything soften. Notice how your body feels right now as opposed to when you start your practice. And take one more in through the nose. And exhale. When you're ready, start to open your eyes if you had them closed or come back into your space. Give your shoulders another roll back. Thank you so much for practicing with